this just in. It's time for the wrestling show once again to take a look back at the WWE Universe. So, let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Well, welcome to the wrestling show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of representing the WWE and live from the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's Monday Night Raw. Air date October the 16th, 2023. This episode is, of course, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Now, before we dive into the show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right, they are the glue that holds the building together, or the backbone of such of the structure, whatever. Now, first and foremost, used to be representing the authority figure. Now, he is the general manager, the official general manager of Monday Night Raw. It's Adam Pearce. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, it's Jackie Redmond. And of course, letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such matches, we've got ourselves, Samantha Irving. That's right. And last, but certainly not least, it's the commentary crew. It's the play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I call them narrators of the whole damn show. They are the team. It's a newly shuffled team. Now, first of all, he's my personal favorite. You think he's one of the best out there in commentary. He's a man with the soothing yet raspy voice. I call him my personal man crush. It's Wade Barrett. And backing up Wade Barrett today, Wade calls him KP, but we all know him as the very enthusiastic Kevin Patrick. Backing up Wade Barrett on Monday Night Raw. That's right. So anyways, without any further ado-s, let's get started with the big show today. After all, it's the premiere of Raw. So here we go. Now we start this whole day off with Sami Zayn. Now this new journey of Sami Zayn is taking place as a solo artiste, so to speak. Now, this whole thing, first of all, Sami Zayn welcomes everybody to the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. And then he talks about, about what's happening in his career, in his life right now in the WWE. Him and Kevin Owens, they are former tag team champions. They missed their opportunity to reclaim it in their rematch. And right now, Kevin Owens has been drafted to SmackDown. So now the tag team has flown the coop, no longer there. That's right. So Sami Zayn, he's got mixed feelings about this. Right, first of all, he's like, this gives him an opportunity. Now he's alone. He's got his main focus now is become the top guy, the main guy in the WWE. So he's not looking for the secondary championship. He's looking for the championship. That's right. So this would be the heavyweight championship of Monday Night Raw, which is good. But then again, he goes on the flip side of this and saying that, yeah, you know what, I still blame Jey Uso. Why do you blame Jey Uso for? I mean, clearly, it doesn't really, when it comes down to it, a competitor going to Raw and SmackDown, switching over, or even NXT to another brand, never before have they decided, like, well, we got to even the odds now and balance it off and by tossing someone back there. Never has it happened before. But I guess this is the angle they're running with today, this time. So it's Sami Zayn blaming Jey Uso. But is Jey really to blame? Or is it Cody Rhodes to blame because they're saying Cody Rhodes is the one who's responsible for bringing Jay to Monday Night Raw. So isn't it Cody Rhodes' fault? So isn't this mixed, placement of blame? Anyways, it's about, Kevin Owens not being there. And so anyways, while he's talking about it, we have ourselves a little problem. That's right, a big problem. It's the Judgment Day. That's right. Mostly 4 out of, I guess, 4 official
mom told me
it's Finn Balor, Damien Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and
so I promised her in early May I'll make a pie. I'll make an apple pie.
So they all come down there, And Mama Rhea, Rhea Ripley, she's definitely the den mother of this whole Judgment Day, and basically comes down to this. They got to get rid of Sami Zayn permanently, because now that Kevin Owens, don't have to worry about Kevin Owens anymore, apparently. No, they got to get rid of, Kevin Owens is just on SmackDown, and I guess, doesn't matter. So anyways, now they want to get rid of Sami Zayn from Raw and their lives. So they come in there, all of them, like I say, 4 of them, come down the ring now. They have 4 people. They can officially surround the ring, 1 person on each side, but they leave one side open. Really, if Sami Zayn really wanted to get out of there, he just powdered right back to the back. You have one side open, idiots. But it doesn't really matter because someone comes in to helps out Sami Zayn. And that's Mr. Jey Uso himself. I love cheese mousse with my French bread. I love cheese mousse with my... Okay. Bad attempt at the song. But when I fill my belly up, I usually just go to bed. That's right. That's my song of Jey Uso, his new song. Not a big fan, but, I guess once I perform it better, it'll be better. You'll probably grow on me. Regardless, not about the song. It's about Jey Uso helping out some Sami Zayn. So he comes down there with the chair, an extra chair in hand, gives one to Sami Zayn, and out goes the Judgment Day. Even though they were outgunned 4-2. I guess with the chairs, the Judgment Day decides to leave. To take a powder, baby. And we meet backstage. It's Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. It comes down to, Sammy's just straight up conflicted. Because he blames Jey Uso with the fact that Kevin Owens is gone. He's gone. Oh, my. Or is it really Jay's fault? Because I said it's not Jay's fault. It's really Cody's fault. Because Cody brought Jay over there. Because when it comes down to it, it's not their fault at all. It's Nick Aldis. He's the new general manager of SmackDown. He's the one that brought Kevin Owens over. So, really, come on now. So he's still upset. He's not sure about what's going on. Jay's like, "Are we good? Are we good? I don't know. I'm still up in arms. There are little things Kevin should have been there helping me rather than you. Stuff like that." But it comes down to this. Sami Zayn thinks about it for a hot minute, then runs over to Jey Uso, gives him a little hug. "You forgive me. Can we just be good again?" He's blubbering and stuff like that. They give a good hug, Yeet, a yeet, and big old huggy pooey. So good stuff, good fun stuff there. Now here we go. Our first match of the night. It is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Not just the fact that you can get a pinfall outside the ring, but apparently, with Falls Count means anything goes, no disqualifications. That's right. You can bring a cat and swing it at your opponent and nothing would happen. No disqualifications. It's true. Anything goes. So it's, So you can say it's also a no holds barred match. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. So Ricochet. Wait for the Ricochet. He comes up first. Shinsuke Nakamura, after his huge loss, I'm thinking, what's going on with Shinsuke? How is he going to, what's the next section of Shinsuke's life? And apparently it's Ricochet. So Shinsuke goes in the ring there. He gets kicked out of the ring. And the match starts. And the match is about 13 and a half minutes. And this was a lot of fun. This match instantly leaves the ring. And it goes to the backstage area, after Ricochet with a massive tope suicida over the top rope. Really wonderful. I mean, when it comes down to high flying, Ricochet is the gold standard with lucha libre style. Hands down. No one is better than Ricochet. So they end up fighting, and they take it up the ramp, and now it's out into the gorilla area. That's right. Take it right to the backstage. They fight back there, and they bring it back out, into the crowd. And then they have their big spot. Now, Kevin Owens had a huge swanton bump, in the crowd area, where there's like an exit, where the crowd can go in and out of to get their concessions or whatnot. Kevin Owens had a spot up. Now, I guess Ricochet's got to have his moment, so he climbs up there, and this is super, super highly dangerous. Oh my God, this is crazy dangerous. There are like 10, 15 people down below waiting to catch Ricochet, but there is those railings there that he can easily bump his head off a railing there, and that's it. It's game over for your life. So it was a big, swanton. Actually, you would say, yeah, swanton right off. Actually, no, it was like not a swanton at all. It was it's a shooting star off the top there. So the most difficult move, and he squashes a whole bunch of people with Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, later on, they get to fight to the ring there. Shinsuke, he takes over, and he brings out his weapon of choice. It is called nunchakus, the nunchucks. And he brings both two out. He two hands the nunchucks, one in each hand. He sees quite a demon with those nunchucks, nunchaku. Yep, plows him a couple of times, Ricochet, and he throws the nunchucks away. I'm done with them. They fight on. Ricochet turns things around. He gets a wonderful 450, springboard splash. A springboard 450, incredible. Ricochet, his skill level is just incredibly high. Now, end sequence here. Ricochet sets up a table, earlier on in the match. Ricochet and Shinsuke ends up fighting onto the ropes, going to the corner there, and he got on the first rope. Shinsuke then gives him a kick to the head. Just kicks him to the head, and Ricochet throws himself off. Oh! He flies to the air. Look, up in the sky! And he goes to the table. I think there could have been a better spot for the table. But nope. Regardless. Ricochet goes to the table, and it's not over for Ricochet because Shinsuke follows up with the Kinshasa right to the face. Kinshasa! 1, 2, 3, it's over. And like I say, 13 and a half minutes. This was a lot of fun. This match was a lot of fun. No diggity doubt. Moving on. We go backstage. It is with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Chelsea Green, she is incredible. She's a genius when it comes to her mic skills, her comedic timing, everything. She's great. She looks amazing too. And she's bringing Piper Niven along for the ride. Piper Niven changing also. I think this is great. A great pairing. So they're backstage, and I guess Chelsea's giving an earful. I guess you can say she's disrespecting Tegan Nox, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They've been doing a lot of backstage, being seen backstage. Nothing in the ring though. But at least they're getting some airtime. But behind them is a Nikki Cross, brooding. So what's going on with Nikki Cross? Who knows? Doesn't matter. Who knows? It's gonna matter because it's not first for Nikki to be background, to be a wallflower, in the scene. She's being a wallflower again. But anyways, it's Tegan Nox getting in the face of Chelsea Green, saying that this is really good. I like this thing. So it might be hold on. So Chelsea's like saying, "You get in my face again. Piper Niven's going to get destroyed. Do what she's going to do to you, what she's going to do to Natalya." And speaking of what she's going to do to Natalya, the match comes up next. It is a one-on-one match. Natalya Bret Hart versus Piper Niven. Now, Natalya, she's doing, you can tell, she's doing her job in the gym. She's looking great. And what gets me, now before the match, Natalya, she has those glasses, those Bret Hart glasses she comes in the ring with, and she gives it to a fan, you know. So she gives it to a fan, and it's another kid. Oh, what a little pervy little boy. She just gropes her right there. Ah, there's the boob. Like, yep. Are you the envy of your class? Probably. So anyways, that was the best thing that happened to the kid. But however, Natalya's day just went downhill from there. It's true. So the match. It was 6.5 minutes. Piper Niven, Natalya. And it was a lot of ground game. Because there's no way Natalya's going to slam Piper Niven. There's no way. One thing for sure, Natalya had a lot of pin attempts to try to get the pin on Piper quite a few times. Now, Piper, she's just too slow for the very quick Natalya, apparently. She misses with the Santon, the running Santon, and misses with the basement, what's that, the high cross. Yeah, she had that earlier on. She missed both of those things. And then moving on, now we got a Natalya move. It's a I guess you can say, it's a move she always does, you know. It's classic. Natalya, where your opponent's sitting down on the ground and she runs over you. She jumps, she walks over your back. And when she's running by you, she stands on your back. She steps on you while she's running on top of you and over you. And then she hits those ropes and she follows it with a basement drop kick. Now, this is the funny thing about the drop kick. It's the fact that she ended up just taking a back bump in front of Piper. She missed completely. I'm like, what is going on? Really? You can clearly see you just took a back bump right in front of Piper, between her legs. Like, come on now. At least go for a missile drop kick. You know? So sad. Anyways, Natalya tries to finish off Piper, you know, with a sharpshooter. Because after that, she tried to go for a pin, didn't get it. She goes for a sharpshooter, and it's Chelsea Green. She pops up on the apron there, tries to distract everybody. The referee's like, "Oh, hey, my lady, what can I do for you? How can I help you?" It's like, "I would like to file a complaint." Well, that happens. Piper Niven kicks off Natalya. She bumps into Chelsea Green. So not much there. Natalya gets a little upset. She gets turned around. She gets thrown to the ground. And then it is the basement high cross on Natalya by Piper Niven. One big move. It is over for Natalya Bret Hart. Shame. Now, going in for just the ridicule. It's, the nail in the coffin, so to speak. It's Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. Chelsea ridiculing the holy hell out of Natalya. Piper Niven going with the kicks and punches. Just so lame looking, you know. Anyways, coming to save the day is Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox runs in there to save the day. And the first person she goes for is not Piper Niven, who's in the wrestling gear. It's Chelsea Green. She's not in the wrestling gear. She's got these 9-inch stilettos. You know she can't really defend herself well. So she goes straight for Chelsea Green. Really. Doesn't surprise me, you know. Anyways. Next up, we go backstage, and it's a little bit of the, the Judgment Day still. You know. It's Finn Balor, not all Judgment Day. It's just Finn Balor, Damien Priest, Dominic Mysterio. And it's, it's a coup going on. So-called a coup. Damien Priest thinks it's important that they take out some Drew McIntyre. You know? And Finn's like, "Yo, I'm right with you. I'm with you." And then Dominic's like, "Hey, listen, guys, you can't do it. You can't touch Drew McIntyre. Mommy says so. It's mommy." So, yeah, and then mommy comes in there and she's like, "Hey, what you guys doing over here? You know, I got things with Drew McIntyre up in hand, or I can handle it myself." "And what about your match with Shayna Baszler? What about your match with Shayna Baszler?" says Finn Balor. "Yeah, I can handle Shayna Baszler myself too." Dom's like, "Hey, can I help you? Would you like some help in the ring there?" "No, Dom, I don't need any help today. I'm Rhea Ripley, bloody damn it. And it's true. Rhea Ripley, she barely needs any help on her side when she fights. I mean, very rarely does she have Dominic in her side when she has a wrestling match. But then again, very few times has Rhea Ripley fought on Monday Night Raw. You know, I think Rhea Ripley had more title defenses in NXT than she has in Raw this year. Actually, during her title reign altogether. Okay, next up, we go in Damien Priest like,
Hey, yeah, I'm with you there, Rhea Ripley.
you know, just a second ago, yeah, just like, so it's showing the side of Damien Priest of a two-face son of a bitch. Okay, so moving on. We got ourselves, it's Seth Rollins hits the ring there. Now Seth Rollins, he's become quite a fashion guru, or some would call it a guru, some would call him a clown. My goodness, now, Seth Rollins outdoes himself today. I'm not sure who dresses Seth Rollins. I'm thinking maybe it's his wife, because he's looking like a what's that? You would call him maybe an emo. You know, he looks like some sort of an emo goth, dressed like that with his see-through shirt there, and he's wearing. I think he's wearing a dress, and he's got these weird, oversized combat boots. Something like a really try-hard emo goth would wear. I mean, it looks weird. He looks weird. But one thing Seth Rollins has got is confidence in wearing it. He didn't feel uncomfortable wearing it. I mean, he just think like, wow, what is he wearing? He looks like an absolute buffoon. He looks like a buffoon. So he's in the ring there. Seth Rollins. No, other than what he's wearing and what in my paintings what he's wearing. He starts complaining about Drew McIntyre. And, and he's talked about that. Drew McIntyre's like, he wants me at 100%, but he stands by when I'm attacked by Damien Priest. And then he steps in when Dominic Mysterio tries to help. So what is that? What is that all about? So when he calls out Drew McIntyre, Drew, show your face with my crazy outfit. And, his glasses too. I'm not even sure how Seth Rollins can see anything with his ridiculous his glasses on. It's like a version of the Inuit. There's snow blind glasses. Their glasses, they got shades that protect them from snow blind. They look sort of like that, but couture and dumb. Regardless, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. A lot of people might think they're really sexy. Anyways, so Drew McIntyre's out there. He's got a lot of explaining to do. And, this is very complicated. Drew McIntyre, he's all over the place there. He wants the best version of, Seth Rollins, but yet he's got some problems with the bloodline, And apparently, Seth Rollins like saying, you got to get over it. It's like, I've had people, try to stop me, but didn't stop me, So basically comes down to this, what's difference is between the more, see, Seth Rollins says he can understand the strafe Drew McIntyre's going through, but for 4 years, Seth Rollins has been fighting to get to the top of the mountain. And it's true. He's was champion, and he fought and fought and fought. Sometimes you would think nothing would happen, but eventually they gave him a championship belt because, after all, Roman Reigns wouldn't get rid of it. They can't get rid from Roman Reigns. Anyways. So he says over at I believe it's going to be Crown Jewel. It's going to be the fact that when you lose to me, you will have no excuses. Because he's blaming when I was fighting Roman Reigns, it was the Usos who ruined it for me. Yeah. So anyways, so it's going to be a big thing. So it's going to be big. It's going to be exciting. What's going to happen? So, yeah, that pretty pinched a nerve on Drew McIntyre. Really upset. I'm nothing like you. How can you respect that? He didn't say that. But anyways, it comes down to accusation as well. He doesn't think Drew McIntyre can do it on his own. So he's got footage of him talking to Rhea Ripley. Behind the scenes, So explain yourself there. Well, I can't explain mine anyways. So there might be a thing where Drew McIntyre has drawn an alliance with Rhea Ripley, but this thing, maybe it's just, what you see is not what you get. Because Rhea Ripley was going up trying to get, Judgment Day was trying to recruit a lot of people, like Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. And some reason, I guess, maybe Rhea Ripley wanted to recruit, Drew McIntyre. Maybe they might touch on this later on. Why exactly Rhea Ripley was talking to Drew McIntyre in the first place. Regardless, moving on. We go to our next match. It is a huge one. It's Johnny Gargano versus Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser! And with Ludwig Kaiser, it's Giovanni Vinci. I decide. Now, this one here was probably match of the night. This was a very, very good match. Ludwig Kaiser! He's a mat technician. He's a great wrestler. But, they don't call Johnny Gargano Johnny Wrestling for nothing. Because Johnny Gargano is one hell of an innovator in the ring. He thinks wrestling. He lives and breathes wrestling. You can tell. This man is wrestling. Only thing against Johnny Gargano is his size. That's it. Johnny Gargano has a beautiful wrestling mind. Beautiful wrestling mind in a light cruiserweight body. So this match was, like I say, really good. A lot of back and forth. Ludwig Kaiser chucks, Johnny Gargano into the ring post. And then he sets a setup for his a drop kick, his flying drop kick into the corner area, which is good because this is Ludwig Kaiser's a patented move. He hits those ropes with a flying drop kick to an upside down opponent, and this is a good way to set it up. It's like wham bam. There's no real how do I get them there? Good way, good stuff. I appreciated that. Appreciated the naturalness of that setup. Anyways, Johnny Gargano, he's got some insane moves. Now, one, he's got tarantula, like a tarantula. A tarantula is like when you tie someone into the ropes there to do a submission hold in the ropes. This one here was like a, label lock within the ropes trying to get Ludwig Kaiser. It was pretty damn impressive, how to think about this move. Johnny Gargano with a great move on Ludwig Kaiser. Now, also another fantastic move by Johnny Gargano was a tornado. It's a face buster. Actually, not really a face buster. It's flatliner. It's like a tornado flatliner. That's right. I thought I wrote it down there, but maybe I haven't. It's okay. It's all right. I got to refollow it a little bit better. Anyways, tornado flatliner. Match goes on. Now, here's where it gets really hilarious. It gets really strange. Now, it didn't make any sense why it happened, but Ludwig Kaiser was going towards the ropes. He was at the ropes, not really at the corner, where Johnny Gargano was going to do. He was going in for the kill, going in for some stomps and whatnot. Referee, instead of counting, he decides to shoulder tackle Johnny Gargano away from Ludwig Kaiser. I'm like, what is going on? Why is a referee touching Johnny Gargano? Makes no sense at all. So anyways, that gave Ludwig Kaiser the opportunity, the upper hand for a little bit. But you know what? Even the pinning situation, didn't get it. So the fight goes on. Now they have a moment there. It's Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Now, Ludwig Kaiser rolls outside the ring there. He gets face-to-face with Giovanni. Giovanni's like, make sure that Ludwig's okay. But Ludwig's like, oh, get back there! So he gets really upset with Giovanni. Now, here's the end sequence here. Ludwig Kaiser goes back to the ring there. He gets greeted with Johnny Gargano with this Widow's Bell DDT. Knocks down, Ludwig Kaiser. And then goes with his massive, his massive slingshot DDT, the end game DDT. So that would have been it. But here's the thing: Johnny Gargano goes to the pin, 1, 2, but then it's Giovanni Vinci with the eye poke. Johnny Gargano gets up and charges at Giovanni Vinci and hits him with the massive My Cousin Vinny. Oh! Flies to the air. Oh! Knocks him down. He gets back to the ring. Well, actually, he tries to beat up some more Giovanni outside the ring. Giovanni escapes him by running through the ring area, past his friend Ludwig Kaiser. And I guess Johnny Gargano is looking after trying to get some revenge still, but he gets caught off guard with a massive enziguri kick by Ludwig Kaiser. And then it's like his finishing move, Ludwig Kaiser's finishing move, is a DDT, but set up with the Sister Abigail. Sister Abigail set up to the DDT. Beautiful looking DDT. Mm-hmm. It's like a variation of the Crossroads. It's true. Anyways, next up we go backstage, and it's with a little bit of the, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell back there, and they have a little conversation with the Becky Lynch, who is the NXT champion. Now the thing is, Indy Hartwell, she's like saying that you gave everybody a championship match. You know, I never lost the belt in the first place. That bastard Shawn Michaels stripped it from me. She didn't say that, but she deserves a title match anyways, for a belt she didn't lose. And it's Becky Lynch. She's like, yeah, I always wanted to fight you, so let's make it happen. I'll talk to Adam Pearce. Too sweet. See, he agrees, or let's get this done. And before you knew it, it's she goes face to face with, Rhea Ripley, your women's Monday Night Raw champion. And Becky's like, well, maybe you'll be called Becky Two Belts. Maybe you'll be Becky Two Belts. Yeah. But then again, it is a little possibility in that. A little possibility. She done it one time. Can she do it again? Maybe. Now we go backstage again with Drew McIntyre. He's, I guess he's going to Sami Zayn. He's talking about Sami Zayn proving himself after leaving the bloodline, and stepping up as a leader in Raw. It's like, yeah, that's very good of you, Sami Zayn. You're stepping up as a leader. Now, but how can you forgive Jey Uso so easily? How could you do it? It's like, you gotta let it go. You gotta relax, I've been part of this whole thing, I can relate to you, but I've been part of the thing. And she's going through his history with the Usos and why he can forgive, or how he can forgive so easily. And then comes down to this, you just don't understand. It's like, what's that? You were never a champion. I was a champion. I lost the belt because of it. So, yeah. So, I guess, it is true. Sami Zayn has never been the world champion. Never been the man. So I guess he's taking that as a personal jab and insult, but bringing up a little bit of facts, a little bit of truth. It's like, but it comes next week. It's like, I challenge you next week then. So Sami Zayn versus, Drew McIntyre next week. If anything, it's going to be a good match, very good match. Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. Obviously, Drew McIntyre's got the size. Sami Zayn, he's a wrestling genius. He's he's an architect in the ring there. No diggity do. So that should be good. Well, anyway, it's all the potential. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. We go into the ring there, a pre-match ramble with Rhea Ripley. Let's talk about everybody wants a piece of Monday Night Ripley, Monday Night Mammy. I'll always be on top. Mommy always on top. My accent's fluctuating there, but nevertheless, so it's like that. So the match is Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler, and this match is not a championship match. Why not? I don't know why. It could have been a championship match. Could have been fun, but you know what? It just isn't. It just isn't. But at least we're getting to see Rhea Ripley fight. This match here, now when they wrestled, this was good. The wrestling part of the match was good, but, the end of the match here kind of disqualified it from becoming me to really, rank it how good it was. It was fun. That's all I can say. It was a fun match. I guess that says a lot. Now, Rhea Ripley. Now, there's a move where Rhea Ripley takes his bump, like on top of her head, on her side of her neck and her top of her head. She gets her arm. It's an arm whip. she gets her arm taken and she gets thrown downwards and she does almost like a 180. She like drops on her head. So it's like, oof. Now that could be very dangerous, but it could be a really well placed bump. Maybe it could be a Rhea Ripley signature. But anyways, look good for Rhea. Maybe a different setup would be better, but I don't know. But it looked pretty devastating. Pretty devastating. Now, early in the match, too, Shayna Baszler does her thing where she stomps on your arm. She gets some joint manipulation, gets you down there, and she stomps on the old elbow. And that did a huge damage on Rhea Ripley because that was the Cody Rhodes trope. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And Rhea Ripley is suffering with that whole elbow thing to hold through the rest of the match. Suffering to that. So she, not only does she have to beat Shayna Baszler, but she's got to beat the pain that she's going through with the elbow to boot. So anyways. Now this is where now they start fighting, like punching, trading punches. And then Shayna Baszler threw a kick. And then that's when Wade Barrett's like, oh, there's a hockey match, the hockey fight that broke out. It's like, you know what? If it's a hockey fight, they definitely don't throw kicks. I wouldn't mind it being a hockey fight because they're two girls. And, usually a hockey fight breaks out. Someone gets their jersey pulled over their head. With two girls fighting in there. You can't have that. You can't have that. It's the wrong channel for that. Anyways, moving on. Rhea Ripley shows why she's fearless. She goes to the top rope with a massive missile dropkick, showing that she is one of the greatest high flyers in the women's division. Probably, one of the best high flyers, Because there's a few women that go up the top, like Zoe Stark and, Tiffany Stratton. Great performers. And then here we go, the trope. Oh, the elbow. Rhea Ripley tries to put an end to it with Shayna Baszler. Tries to get it with the riptide. Oh, gets her up. No, she couldn't do it. Rhea Ripley gets, countered with an armbar. Yarmbar, yarg. Rhea Ripley breaks out of that with a power bomb. Power bombs herself out of that one. And then this is where everything falls apart. This is why the match can't be either good or bad. Because it just becomes fun because right there, Nia Jax decides, oh, she gets to the ring there. No! She's all upset, And not just that, but when she goes up, she climbs to the ring. She can't do anything because it's Raquel Rodriguez. She comes to the ring there. She pulls down, Nia Jax from the ropes. Nia Jax ends up throwing her face first into the ring steps. Plump. Nia Jax then... She turns her attention away, and she gets attacked by a Zoe Stark with a massive front bump on. She just jumps on her, gives a good a swanton, good front bump on top of her. And then it's Raquel gets her bounce again, just takes out for some reason. She's just fighting every woman out there. She doesn't care, Raquel. Just focus on one person. Focus on Nia. What did Zoe Stark do to you? I don't know. Whatever. So it's free for all. Zoe Stark is taken out. Then she's thrown into the ring for some reason by Raquel. Throws Zoe Stark into the ring for some unknown reason. Raquel tries to take out some, Nia Jax. And then she runs herself, Raquel runs herself 4.0 Otis style into the steel steps. It's hilarious. And then we go into the ring there. Zoe Stark ends the match with a big kick to Rhea Ripley's head. Disqualification. And then big battle ensues. Rhea Ripley picks up Zoe Stark, throws her at Shayna Baszler. And then it's a little face-to-face. Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. They start battling it out. Rhea Ripley ends up picking up Nia Jax. And that's when the ending comes in where, Zoe Stark kicks down to pair. Nia Jax lands on top of Rhea Ripley. And it's Zoe Stark looking the queen of the jungle over there. Looking like she's got the best, looking the best out of all the women. Mm-hmm. Zoe Stark, I'm a big fan of her. She's looking great. Possible future champion, maybe. She looks good. I just got to see her more in the ring. What can she do? She hasn't been doing much fighting. The women's division has been suffering as of lately. Hopefully, this new season will be a difference in the women's division. But here we go. Moving on. Backstage. It's, I guess, a little bit of the Becky Lynch and Adam Pearce Becky bringing the idea between her and Indy Hartwell, a match, and Adam Pearce like, sure, you and Indy Hartwell next week for the championship. I would just run that by Shawn Michaels before we get the whole thing going. But it's looking good. And then she turns around to find herself face to face with Xia Li. What about me? What about me? First it was, Tegan Knox. Now it's Indy Hartwell. What about me? It's like, what about you? It's like, I'm not sure why, Becky Lynch acknowledged her. Becky really should be saying like, I'm sorry, who are you again? Because she's never there. I mean, the last time, I guess, Xia Li has been inside the ring in a match. I don't think she's ever been in a match in the ring this year. This year. She has done nothing this year, and she expects a title match. Really? Really? Okay, so I just found that absolutely hilarious. And then before Becky Lynch can leave, she goes face to face with the newest inquirement, Jade Cargill. American beef, baby. Cargill beef. Anyways, so they have a little bit of a, face to face there. Becky Lynch giving no respect. Jade's like, whatever, laughs it off. But it's welcome to the WWE, or is it welcome to Raw? I thought she was kind of a stint in the NXT for a little bit. Who knows what? She's being passed around a lot. So here we go. Our next match. It is Bronson Reed versus Gunther. Now this match was about 12 and a half minutes. This was match of the night. This was incredible. Now Gunther got height advantage. But Bronson Reed is actually the bigger of the opponents now. Maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Let's give 3 years ago. 2.5, 3 years ago, Gunther was a different person. Gunther was maybe 150 pounds heavier. So 3 years ago, I would say Gunther and Bronson Reed would be the same size weight category. This time, I guess Bronson Reed, he's the bigger man of the two. So it's now this was great. This slide they had now Gunther's known for his chops. Bronson Reed, give him the chops back, and Bronson Reed was suffering too. He's got his the pores in his chest were squirting blood, just like Shamey Shame. He was getting hit hard. Now here we go. We got to move here. The Death Valley Driver, the non-release Death Valley Driver by Bronson Reed. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, can they even do that these days? This is a non-release Death Valley Driver. So you're taking your bump high in your neck. You're taking your entire weight. It's like taking the old brain buster, a real brain buster. So yeah, or the jackhammer, except different, regardless, a variation of jackhammer. So anyway, it was like, wow, these moves are huge. These moves are strong. These guys were hitting each other hard. Bronson Reed, they fight on the top rope. Bronson Reed on the top rope with a massive suplex. It's a throw. It was a throw. It wasn't it was a drop. It was a throw off the top rope, throwing Gunther right off the top. It was breathtaking. It was a huge move. Now Bronson Reed just tries to back it up by going to the ropes and giving him a tsunami. However, he tsunamis nobody. Gunther moves out of the way. Now early on in the match, Gunther did try to pick up Bronson Reed with a power bomb. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get him up. Now here, after the miss with the tsunami, he gets drop kicked to the corner. Whammo! And then dropped down to the ground there with a massive clothesline, I believe. And then it's the massive the Gunther splash. Doesn't get the pin. But then he picks up Bronson Reed with a massive power bomb. Drops, Bronson Reed down. I thought, wow, could this be the end of Gunther's title reign? Could this be the beginning of the greatness of Bronson Reed? But nope. After that one hellacious power bomb, it was over for Bronson Reed. The title reign continues for, Gunther. But I can see, when they decide Gunther's done with his title reign, I think it's the fact that they're going to move him on to going to maybe SmackDown, going for the World Championship there, taking it away from Roman Reigns, who's doing nothing with it. So shameful, so shameful. Yeah, that's what I think, anyways. Anyways, moving on. Gunther with a huge, huge ass victory. And then we go backstage with some Jackie Redmond with a one-on-one welcoming The Miz to the season premiere of Raw. And Miz can just do is just complain. Oh, The Miz, I should be there in the first place. I should be going on at first. I should be starting off the show, not Sami Zayn. Blah, 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 blah. The Miz. He didn't really cry, but it was like he was literally could have cried right there, The Miz. He's very important. Miz thinks he's very important. But anyways, while he's trying to talk about him, how important he is, we got ourselves a little bit of a disrespectful thing. It was hilarious. It was Nia Jax comes in there, grabs the microphone off Jackie. Yeah, give me the microphone, and she starts cutting a promo on all the women in the Monday Night Raw, saying it's going to be time for everybody's going to get squashed by Nia Jax. You know. It's like Miz and his pity party. But, so anyways. Nia Jax comes there, and she's talking to all the girls, saying that, you hit me with your best shot! You hit me with your best shot! But I'm still standing. So she's lining on some of these great hits. Anyways, it comes down to when it comes down to Raw, she's going to do the squashing, and then Miz comes back on. He's like, okay, no. She gives the microphone to Miz, just slamming it into his chest. Miz like, oof, oof, and Miz try like, well, back to me. He's like, nope, this is the time. That's all the time we have. Now back to you, Wade Barrett and KP. Miz like, whoa, 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 whoa. So backstage, we got ourselves a little bit of the Rhea Ripley. She's really mad at Adam Pearce for not having his handle on the situation in women's division. How dare you have the women coming out there? You should have handled it. But this is Adam Pearce handling it as the new general manager. Apparently, a crown jewel. She will not just have just any match. She's going to have a mega match. It's going to be a fatal 5-way where Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley will defend her title against Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, and Zoe Stark. A fatal 5-way. Wow. So this can be an opportunity for to showcase that Rhea Ripley is the greatest out there. And right now, the greatest champion in women's history. Okay, moving on. And then after that, it's the Indus Sheer. What's it? Jinder Mahal. Shanky, actually no, Jinder Mahal, Veer, and Songa. Shanky's gone. They want a word with Adam Pearce. We're practically going to be fired soon, so we got to do something to keep our jobs. Moving on. We go backstage about the tag division with the Alpha Academy. Obviously Chad Gabler. He's given up his quest for individual gold because that ain't happening. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Not for Chad Gable. So he's looking for a tag team match with his partner Otis. Yeah. So yeah, Chad Gable going back to the tag team division, going for gold again with Otis and maybe with Maxine Dupree there, giving them some good vibes. But then again, it's The New Day. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, Dirk Blair saying, "What? Don't you need advice from people like us?" Anyways, it came a little bit hectic a little bit, and then it's a throwdown. So it's gonna be like next week. It's gonna be The New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods versus the Alpha Academy's Chad Gable and Otis. Moving on. Backstage again, it's Imperium together, and it's a kudos, some kudos all around. Hey, you win the belt, you win the match. Very good. But he's not happy with Giovanni Vinci. But he says, hey, I help him win. That's what I do, I help him. But now it comes next week. Will be the fact that, Giovanni Vinci has to take out Johnny Gargano. For diddly, for sure. Now, when next week, Gargano will have to leave on a stretcher next week, and he's leaving this whole thing up to Ludwig Kaiser. You will make sure it's done on you. And Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, hey, we got a big thing. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be big. So with that, we go to our main event match. Is for the Unified Tag Team Championship. It is the Judgment Days, Damian Priest and Finn Balor getting their rematch finally versus your reigning and defending champions, Cody Rhodes. Now,
Wrestling has more
this is huge.
one royal family.
This is a big match because Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, they've been the second title defense in like 2 shows. They had a title defense on Friday Night SmackDown. So that's Cody Rhodes music. So it's big. So yeah, we heard both music. It's alright. I just dropped the theme music. So this match here was about 14 minutes. 14 minutes, and this was a lot of fun. Now, they came together. The Judgment Day, they're just Finn Balor and Damian Priest. No one backing them up. And no one backing up Cody or Jey Uso, because who would? So the match goes on. And this one thing was true. Was really strange that it's a tag match. And truly enough, the tag ropes do not matter. The referee does not care. Even though 2 people were using tag ropes. And that was one from each team. Finn Balor, surprisingly, he was using the tag ropes. Jey Uso, not that surprising, he was using tag ropes. Who wasn't? Cody Rhodes. I figured, is Cody Rhodes going to use the tag ropes today? He grabs it all the time when he doesn't need it. He's grabbing it. But when he needs to use it, he's nowhere near it. And Damian Priest doesn't give 2 shits about the tag rope. It's hilarious because Cody Rhodes, he'd 2 hands. So Cody Rhodes, so weird. It's like kryptonite, the tag rope, and Cody. Now, it's only kryptonite when he's going to get the tag. But Cody Rhodes loves grabbing it, but when it matters most, he lets go of it, and the referee doesn't say anything. So this is one match that definitely says that, tag ropes don't matter. You can't just use it now and then when you feel like using it. I think they should take out the ropes altogether because it's ridiculous. They got to color coordinate the ring, so then you got to be standing in the right color coordinated area to be legally ready to tag. That's the only way it can be done. Because clearly, the WWE don't know tag ropes were shit. Anyways, in the match here, Dominic Mysterio, he ends up joining the team, helping up his team work. A little distraction going on early. That led to nothing though. The match carries on. It's Damian Priest. He falls victim to the crossroads. So this one time, first time that the Judgment Day would have fallen to the tag team champions. But it's Dominic Mysterio. He pops in there. He puts his foot onto the ropes there. Damian's foot on the ropes. Referee didn't see it clearly. Referee didn't see it because if he did see it, there would have been a disqualification there. So yeah, the referee is really working hard not to see everything. So sad. So sad. Cody Rhodes chases Dominic Mysterio around the ring a couple of times, and then eventually, Finn Balor knocks him down. Clobbering time. So we go into the ring there. Later on, it's Jey Uso with Finn Balor picking him up in the shoulders there to do some sort of move. Finn Balor's raking the eyes. Referee's doesn't know what to do. So he goes behind it too, so he doesn't have to see it. So if he doesn't have to see it, it's not really happening. So it's so ridiculous. This referee's an idiot. He's a buffoon. But then it doesn't really matter. Finn Balor gets picked up by Jey Uso, and it's double team again. It's the Cody one and done. The Cody cutter, and they one and done. They do a new finishing move. It's so sad. And Finn Balor actually kicks out of that one. Kicks out of it himself. Now, after that, Cody Rhodes decides to take out himself to Tope Suicida. Damian Priest, who's outside the ring. He does that. Damian Priest ends up getting the South of Heaven chokeslam on the hardest part of the ring, outside, onto the ring apron itself. Wacko! A good solid foot in the air. Got the solid, so sad. And then here we go to finishing sequence. It was weird. It was interesting because we got Damian Priest trying to climb into the ring there. The referee's like, "Oh, what are you doing there, Damian Priest? You're the legal person. You're supposed to be fighting in this match. I'm going to talk to you a little bit. You said there's a recipe for ganache you wanted to give me." And while that happens, Jey Uso is on the ropes there, and then Dominic Mysterio is grabbing the foot. Well, it really should be the other way around. Dominic Mysterio should be trying to climb into the ring there. Referee's like, "Hey, you're not even in the match. Get the hell out of here." While Damian Priest would be grabbing the foot. But anyways, Jey Uso kicks off Dominic Mysterio. Tries to go for the splash on Finn Balor. He gets nothing but feet. Nothing but the feet. Knees. Finn Balor brings the knees up. Tries to get the pin, but doesn't get it. Match goes on. Jey Uso tries to turn things around, and that's when Dominic Mysterio decides to cheat again. He gets on a ring apron there, but it's, Sami Zayn comes to the ring there, pulls off Dominic Mysterio, and then takes him out, chucks him into the ring steps. And then Damian Priest comes down there and wipes out, Sami Zayn into the ring post. And then Cody Rhodes throws over Damian Priest into the crowd. Only for a short period of time that happened. And then Cody Rhodes trying to go over for his very first legal tag, but that doesn't happen because he's get knocked off the ring apron by Finn Balor. And then that's where it gets big. Outside the ring, the referee's making sure everything's okay in the ring there. While outside there, Cody Rhodes getting busy, getting kicked in the nuts by Damian Priest. Oh, bad. And then he gets powerbombed through the commentating table. That's it for Cody Rhodes. Now, of course, Jey Uso tries to even things up by tope suicida. He tries to take out Damian Priest, like I said. For the time being, he's out there. But as Finn Balor, he tries to finish things off. He goes for a drop kick to the corner. Goes for the coup de grace, misses the coup de grace. Jey Uso with the massive spear turns things around. Goes to the top rope for his splash. But it's Damian Priest. He gets in the ring there again to distract everybody. And then he gets speared. Puh! He puts down there. And then Jey Uso goes for the splash again, and then this is where his brother jumps in once again. Jimmy! With a kick to the face, kicks Jey Uso. Once again, for the second time in a row, ruining it for Jey Uso. First time ruining it for him to get the World Championship, now to retain the Tag Team Championships. After that, it's coup de grace. Finn Balor with a massive coup de grace on Jey Uso. 1, 2, 3, it's over! And running WWE again, it's the Judgment Day with holding all the belts that they can. Looking like champions, that's right. Judgment Day with a big victory. So that wraps it up for another week, another episode of